Hi, welcome to Beyond Boundaries. Nice to have you here again. Today we are going straight to a topic on the mind. The mind is critical in us maximizing everything that Jesus Christ died and resurrected for. So I'll start briefly with some very profound quotes. The first one, that it's not what you think you are that holds you back. It's what you think you are not. It's not what you think, it's not who you think you are that holds you back. It is what you think you're not. You cannot always control circumstances, but you can always control your own thoughts. You have the power to control your thought. And when your thought is controlled, circumstances externally change. It's from inside out. Nothing changes until your mind changes. That is very, very key. Nothing changes until you have a change of mind. Miracles do not change the mind. Now this is, we Christian, miracles do not change the mind. Conversion does. I will explain this in details. If miracles could change the mind, then the most righteous holy people would have been the children of Israel that were slaves in Egypt and left for Canaan. God showed them all the miracles. I mean, the 10 plagues, it could be more. Water to blood, hails. The Red Sea was parted, they walk on dry ground. Pillar of cloud in the day, pillar of fire in the night. I mean, water from the rock. What didn't they say? Yet, they could not change their mind to enter the promised land. Exodus 13:17. And when Pharaoh let the people go, the children of Israel go, God did not take them through the land of the Philistines, although that was the shorter route. For he said to himself, lest they change their mind when they see war and return to Egypt. This is God talking. God that promised them Canaan did not pass them through the short road because he didn't want them to change their mind and go back. So God took them through a longer road, which is not that long, because I think within 2 years they were already at the border of Canaan. He took them through that road to show them signs, wonders, miracles, so their mind, to renew their mind before they enter the promised land, so they will not enter as slaves. So like I said, they passed through the Red Sea on dry ground, water from the rock, pillar of cloud by the day to shield them from the heat of the desert, pillar of fire by the night to shield them from the cold of the desert. It gave them food, manna, and when they complained that manna was too much, they wanted flesh or meat, it rained meat for them. God did everything. And when they finally got to the boundary of Canaan, you know what happened? Moses sent 12 spies to spy the land, and they came back. Only 2, Joshua and Caleb, came back with positive reports. The other 10 spies came back with negative reports. They said they saw giants. That before the giants, they were like grasshoppers. And in the eyes of the giants, they were like grasshoppers. I don't know how they managed to know how the giants saw them. And they complained, they grumbled. In fact, they wanted to stone Moses. And in Numbers 14:4, they said to one another, let us choose a leader that will lead us back to Egypt. Exactly what God was trying to avoid by not taking them through the short route, the Philistine, so that they will not go back. Exactly that is what they did after God showed them all this miracle. And in Numbers 14:11, God told Moses, how long will these people despise me? I mean, it was frustrating. If God was human, I don't want to use the word frustration for God, but it looked like that. How long would these people despise me? And how long would they not believe in me? In spite of all the signs that I've done among them, you see. In spite of all the miracles, all the signs, yet they refused to believe. And God told them, none of you will enter the land of Canaan except Joshua and Caleb. So every adult that left Egypt, they all died in the wilderness. It's only the children that did not see slavery, who did not have the slavery mentality, that entered the land of Canaan. God's promise depends on your attitude and mindset. They were victims, the ones that died in the wilderness, they were victims of their mental conditioning. And this is the catch. Our mind is so powerful. Our mind is more powerful than the promise of God for us. God promised them Canaan, but because they refused to change their mind, they could not enter. What is that thing holding you back from everything God has promised you? What mindset do you have? What attitude do you have? What is holding you back? The Bible says in the book of Romans 12:2, be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. By the renewing of your mind. Proverbs 4:23, it said, guide your heart with all diligence, for out of it flows the issues of life. Are you having issues in your life? What's going on in your mind? As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. He said, thy word have I kept in my heart, that I may not sin against you. Man judgeth as that God judged the heart. I'm not going there today. But I'm just bringing to your notice that your mind conditioning is critical to the flow of the promise of God in your life. God did all he could for those people that died in the wilderness, because God knew that they could change their mind, but they refused to change their mind despite all the miracles. That will not be your portion, your story, in Jesus' name. I'll have to stop here today. We're going to continue this series of our mind next weekend, and God bless you. God keep you. God give you the grace to align your hearts and your mind to Him. God give you a heart and a mind that is after Jesus. Like David, when God said, David is a man after my heart. All right, thank you. I'll see you next week. God bless you, and keep shining, keep believing. God has got everything under control. Remember, you are not a soldier. You are like a sheriff enforcing the finished work of Jesus Christ. Love you.